Hello everyone, welcome to my channel CSC Pathshala. We were studying about Python for machine learning and data science, and in this tutorial we will study about rotating, displaying the legend and saving the pie charts. So in the previous tutorial we did see how to create a pie chart. Okay, and in that we did mention a start angle parameter to 45 degrees. And according to the concept, this start angle means that we are rotating our pie chart in a counterclockwise from the x-axis. Okay, so it doesn't mean that we are specific to any angle. We can give any other angles also. So if we can set the start angle to 60 or 0 degrees instead of 45 degrees, we can see the impact on our pie chart. So let's consider a code. So percentage matplotlib inline, this means that we need to display the output on the same page. Then import matplotlib.pyplot as plt from the main module matplotlib. We are taking a sum module pyplot in a form of an alias, that is plt. Then we are defining the labels, that is the name of the browsers, okay, and it's in a form of a list. And in the next we are again defining the market share of these browsers in a form of a list, and here are certain values. Okay, then we are giving a parameter that is explode. Now this explode we did discussed in the previous tutorial also. That means that the parts of the portion of the pie chart is being how much present as an offset to the radius. That means whether they are just struck off from the pie chart with respect to the radius or not. So here all the values are 0. That means we got a complete pie chart in a circular format. Then what we are doing, we are taking method pie and it has been accessed with plt. So plt.py, the first parameter is a market share, okay, this one with the numerical values, and then we are taking explode. Okay, so explode equal to explode, that is a fraction of the radius with which to the offset of each wedge or the slice or the portion. Okay, and the next we are taking labels equal to labels. Okay, so these are respectively the three parameters. Then the next parameter is auto percentage, that is we are taking the numerical values of each slice in a format of a percentage. So this signifies a string or a function which is used to label the wedges with their numerical values. Then we are making shadow equal to true. That means that our figure should look like a 3D format. That means for every particular wedge we should see a reflection in a shadow format. Then our start angle is 0. Okay, so in the previous examples also we defined the start angle as 45 degree. Here we are just making it as 0 degree. So this exactly means how we are performing the rotation of our pie chart with respect to the x-axis in an anti-clockwise direction. We are defining axis as equal, that means plt.axis. This means that we need to create a circle. That means we are turning off the axis lines. Okay, and then we are giving the title to our pie chart, that is web browser market share 2021 by plt.title, and then we are showing or displaying our pie chart. Okay, so let's save this code and run this code. So we can see that we have defined start angle as 0. So this is x-axis, okay, and 0 angle means there is an overlap of our first value, that is chrome of the label. Now if we change the angle to 60 degree, okay, so what will happen? Let's see. Let's save it again and run. Now what happened is we did start our value of chrome with an angle of 60 degree with respect to anti-clockwise of x. So this is again the x-axis, and now it has been changed to angle of 60 degree with respect to x in an anti-clockwise direction. So we can change this angle according to our convenience. How we can display a legend? See, unlike lines and the bars, we can also display a legend in our pie charts. That means it's an information of all the wedges which we are using in a pie chart. So before we can do this thing, we need to handle the return values which we will get from the pi function. In our above code, we haven't checked out for those values of pi. Okay, but here we will do that. Okay, in order to check that, we will assign this method pi to a variable that is pi. Okay, so pi equal to plt.pi, and all the other parameters are same. That means we are taking the market share, we are taking explode equal to explode. Okay, then we are also taking the labels, colors, and auto percentage and shadow, and the start angle. So this all we are taking as we did in the previous example also. Only the thing that has changed, we have assigned this value, that is plt.pi, to a variable pi. Okay, now what exactly this pi function do, what it returns, and we are assigning all those return values to pi actually. So this pi function returns a tuple that contains the following values. These are, first one is the patches. So this patch is a list of matplotlib.patches.wedges instances. So what is this matplotlib.patches.wedge? It's a class actually which has been used to add wedge shape patches in our plot. So whatever we are just plotting, we need to have certain additions, and these wedges or the slices or the parts which are present in our pie chart are centered at x comma y coordinates with a radius r, and it sweeps an angle that is theta 1 to theta 2 in degrees. Okay, so here certainly the parameters which we can use in this particular class are the center, okay, center of the wedge, then the radius of the wedge, and then the angles which it will sweep, that means from theta 1 to the theta 2, and also we are taking the width of the sweep. Okay, so this is actually a class, and we need to have the instances of this class in a form of a patches, and that will be stored in a list. That means how many wedges are present in our pie chart, or how many the parts or the slices are present in our pie chart. And the next thing is the text. So it represents a list of the label, that is matplotlib.text.text instances. So what does this mean? This function is used to add text to the axis at location xy in data coordinates. So at any particular location where your wedges or the slice are being present, that is with reference to x comma y coordinates, we are adding text to it. Okay, so on the behalf of that, we have to take the list of all the instances in the form of a text represented by texts. And the next thing is the auto text. See, these auto texts are again the list of text instances which are having numerical levels or the numerical values. And however, this will only be returned if the parameter auto percentage is not null. Okay, if, as we have already seen in our code, that we are not making it null, that is auto percentage, obviously we are giving certain numerical values to each wedge or the slice. So obviously here also it will return something. Okay, and the next thing is how to display a legend. So in order to display a legend, we will use legend function. Okay, so legend function is used after the plotting of the axis. That means just making a pie chart and just naming the title, then we will use legend. Okay, so in case of legend function, we will give pi index is 0, we are giving the label values, and the location is equal to best. So actually the location means we can have the display of the labels or the index according to left or right or center, any of the places. So best is also one of them, which signify a numerical value 0. Okay, so we can change from this location to any of the location according to our comfort. So I am just currently taking the location as best location. Okay, and then I am showing the plot. Now, if the auto percentage parameter is not set to none, I have just already told that it will return the tuple, patches, text, and the auto text. And the positioning of the legend can be modified according to the location parameter, as I have just told right now. That means it can be take any of the string value or the integer value. Here we are giving here a string value, We can also give a numerical value here, that means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, which will signify its string value, what exactly it means. That means center, left, right, upper or bottom, whatever. Okay, so let's consider a code which represents this following task. So our code is all same. That means we are taking the same labels, the market share values, explode is also same here. Just only we are assigning the value of plt.py to py, and we are certainly giving all the values, that is the market share is a parameter, explode, labels and auto percentage. In this shadow also we are making it as true. So everything is same. Start angle here we are giving it as 0 degrees. Now the only change is we have given a legend value here, that is legend pi0 labels, and location is the best, which we have discussed just in a theoretical portion also. And then we are showing our pie chart. Okay, so let's save this code and run this code. We can see all the labels. So it's a very easy way to display the labels on the pie chart. Now if we want to change the location of these labels, okay, that means I want to show these on the right hand side. So what should I do here is, I just give a numerical value. For example, I just give it here 1. Okay, so let's save it again and run. Now we can see that all the labels has been displayed on the right hand side. So here we can define the location in a form of numerical format also and a string format also. Now the next thing is how to save the chart. So far we have studied that how to display the charts, and this is also very much important to save the image of the chart in our disk. So in order to perform this function, we are using save fig function. Okay, so let's consider a code again and then we'll understand how it been implemented. So here also the code is all same. We are taking the same labels, market share, explode and pi, and giving the parameters as market share, explode equal to explode, labels equal to labels, auto percentage is also been same. We are taking the shadow as true and the start angle is of 0 degrees. Then we are plotting the axis, that is a pie chart. We are giving a title as web browser market share 2021. The important line here is how to save our figure. So this is done with the help of plt.savefig. Okay, and we are just naming it as web, and just give a space here, that is browsers. So web browsers.png, and then bb box underscore inches equal to tight. bb box underscore inches equal to tight means actually we want to remove all the extra white spaces around the figures. Actually that means that we are much more concerned about only the clarity of our figure. Okay, so in order to that we are using this parameter. Okay, and then we are showing our plot by plt.show. So let's save this code and run this code. We got the output, and the most concerning part is where it has been saved. So we did save it with the name webbrowser.png, and its location will be from where your application, that is your Jupyter notebook, is been running. Okay, so I am accessing it from my D drive. So let's check my D drive. Okay, so this is my D drive. Okay, and I just want to check the PNG file, that is web browsers. Okay, so yes, here it is in the last. This is web browsers. So if I just click it, okay, so this is how your file has been saved. So it's a very important concept. So that's all for this tutorial. We will come up with more informative tutorials on Matplotlib. Thanks for watching. Kindly do subscribe to my channel.